Looking throughout history by the number of genocides, holocausts that have occurred, I've been studying patterns. Of course, everyone's mentioned the pattern of gun control. That's always the first step. They've got to get the guns. You can't starve millions of people or continually push them into severely worse conditions daily without them eventually pushing back. Even the timid, scared, good little slaves out there who are doing what they're told, they'll only go along with that for so long. They will reach rock bottom at some point, usually when they've got nothing left to push back with, but eventually they will start pushing back. And of course that's why they have to get the guns first. Have to get those guns. They have to, before they can go on to the next step of this plan. Now, as we are all watching here in Connecticut, they're doing everything they can to fast track this plan and get those guns so they can go ahead and get rid of all of you, all of us. That's the plan. It's not my plan. It's not my theory. It's not my... It is a conspiracy. It is more than one person covertly working toward a common goal. Oh, make no mistake about it. It is a conspiracy. In fact, if you go and look up the word conspiracy, that is the definition. It's when two or more people come together and covertly means secretly work together to achieve a common core. Goal. Common goal. Yeah, common goal. So, that's what a conspiracy is. And as we see, throughout history, the pattern has been the same. Got to get the guns, then slaughter the people. Okay, so I've been studying this pattern, and I've been thinking, what is the link here? What is the one thing that the people themselves could have done, and when should they have done it? Because the same exact pattern repeats throughout all of history. That's why there's so many of these. In fact, I'm going to drop you 2 links down below. You can check those out for yourself. One of them is Innocence Betrayed, a great documentary on YouTube, about an hour long. The other one is going to be a link to one of the most accurate lists compiled of all the genocides that have occurred throughout history, showing the numbers of people killed at the hands of their own government after they have been made defenseless through gun registration, then gun confiscation, and then internment camps. So those lists, or both of those links are below. Check those out for yourself. So anyways, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I see what's happened over and over and over. It's only happened about 1,000 times now. So for anyone that's completely ignorant out there and is sitting there going, well, that could never happen. It's already happened over and over and over. It is the norm. It is the norm. It would be an anomaly if it didn't occur. You just don't know history well enough to see it for yourself. Again, that's why these links are below. So as I'm sitting here thinking, alright, same pattern over and over and over. Where was their mistake? Clearly, their mistake was giving up their guns. They give up their right to defend themselves, or they give up their means, forget rights. They give up their means, their ability to defend themselves and their family against one person or a very, very, very small group of people who decide, we'll starve you to death today because you have no right and no means of ever pushing back and defending yourself. So clearly that was one of the patterns that, okay, yeah, right when they gave up their guns, everything goes downhill quickly, immediately after that. So that was one of the things that stick out through these patterns of history, that's one of their mistakes. What could they have done? What could all of these people, especially before they were dumb enough to turn in their guns and eliminate their means of defense, what could they have done? What could 300 million people do to stop 5,000 people from killing them all? Especially while they're still armed. Imagine when the 3 boats would have rolled up on the shore there. Got these Native Americans standing on the shore watching these 3 boats. A handful of white men get out. Handful. I'm talking what, 100, 200, 500? I don't know. However many was on the ship, so it wasn't that many. You're telling me 92 million Native Americans standing on the continent watching 500 white men get off the boat. What should they have done? Rush the boats. If those 92 million Native Americans would have been rushing those boats, we'd be having this conversation in a different language today. Wouldn't we? And you look through history, you look through the pattern, you see the same thing happening over and over again. And that's when you realize that's what could have stopped it. If the masses would have taken up their arms and just rushed the small group of few people planning to kill them all. I wish history said something different. I wish logic dictated a better solution. And I'm open to suggestions, so drop me a comment below. Thanks for listening.